the first division matchup for the Cardinals and the Rams. Arizona's lost 8 straight games to L.A. and look to end the streak next.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. First down, Murray. He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move him off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for the Rams touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He didn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Murray trying again after the pick 6. Ertz has it left side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. For this defense, CD, and going up against Kyler Murray here, what's the secret to keeping him in check?
Having better athletes than him, which is really unrealistic. So I go way back in football. They used to have a coverage called the umbrella coverage with 4 defenders back deep. Now you want to try and move that umbrella in front with Kyler Murray. Kind of surround him and keep him hemmed into the pocket. Because if he breaks out, he's going to hurt your defense in a big way with his legs.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Murray giving to Connor on the draw. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Murray now to throw. And caught right side, Green. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Here's Murray. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
On play action, it's Murray. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Max Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And they take the lead here at 7-6. A 10-play drive that time. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now a throw from outside the pocket, complete out left. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Stafford over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games. And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Throwing is Stafford. Touchdown, Rams! Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case,
going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so... doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Buying time to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off near the 29. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. After the turnover, here's Murray. And this will be incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now the Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Murray going to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way. Like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
And this will be swung out here for Conner. Touchdown! James Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Prater for the egg. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. That'll be caught by Cobb. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And a good grab there by Cooper Kupp. Picks up the first down for the Rams. And Kupp's gone over the 90 reception mark each of the last 2 years. One of the best route runners, one of the most precise route runners in the NFL. He's really going to help his new quarterback, Matthew Stafford.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. That'll bring up second down. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish.
Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stafford going to give this to Akers. Akers has got the first down and then some. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks from them.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody from running down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll buy some time right.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Dancing to his left. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Play action. Stafford. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught by OBJ. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Flushed out right. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing again is Stafford. Forced out to his... And he's got it! That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown! Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. throwing to start the drive. Murray. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down.
And Bronco fans have to be so excited because Von Miller missed 2020 with an ankle injury, suffered just days before the season opener. An 8-time Pro Bowler, the all-time sack.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense, everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
From the 29, Murray. It's Williams on the catch. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Cardinals get a bit closer. Extra point good by Prater, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Stafford. It's caught. Beckham. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there. Gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford, that's out to the flat for Akers. And he's got this down to the 35.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, Akers. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Flush to his right. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Stafford now to throw. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he'll be out of bounds.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for the 1st and goal.
Stafford going to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 15. Just over a minute 40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Throwing now is Murray. Able to find Ertz. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray finding Ertz again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Here's Murray. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Well, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone. But could not hang on. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, that's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Meanwhile, Murray's throw into the hands of Kirk.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Murray going to throw.
And that is incomplete. Murray did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Murray's got to have this one. A desperation heave for the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And give him credit, he deserves it. But this is such a breakdown defensively, my goodness. From a pass rush perspective, you know that they got to be coming hard on fourth down trying to get to the quarterback. But from a coverage perspective, how do you not see that play developing? And it turns into a touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for L.A., it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2.
the last time the Rams visited Lumen Field. They eliminated the Seahawks in the wild card round of the playoffs. LA now returns to Seattle to kick off Week 5 on Thursday night.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Seattle's offense ready to go here for the first time, and leading them is the 7-time Pro Bowler in his 10th year now in the NFL, Russell Wilson.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, this defense for the Rams, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, they get man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago. 9 carries, 58 yards. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
On 4th down, Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And Gerald Everett makes a good catch there for a 1st down, and he was signed away from the Seattle Seahawks division rivals, the Rams, after 4 years in L.A. backing up Tyler Higbee. He's excited about his opportunity in the Pacific Northwest. Last year, 41 catches, a career high.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
On the option, a handoff to Carson.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. To throw is Wilson. And that will be incomplete. The L.A. defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on that last drive, Whitford on 4th turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in.
No, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Stafford.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. L.A. readies for its next possession. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Buying time to his left. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll fake it. Now Stafford steps away. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a play fake it at Stafford.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Aaron Donald with a sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They run it with Carson, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Dancing to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. So Wilson heads to the sideline, and on comes Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense.
And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stafford eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Escaping the pressure right.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Stafford's throw complete there to Beckham.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to skin.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Mills. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Stafford here coming off his pick 6. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Play action. Stafford. Flushed out right. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And that's a first down for the Rams after the catch there by Robert Woods. And he's coming off a back-to-back 90-catch seasons. I've always admired his game. Throw it to him, hand it to him. He blocks downfield. A complete receiver that doesn't get the credit he deserves. On
1st and 10, Stafford. And this is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He completes it to Beckham. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The final shot before the break. Stafford. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. A short kick taken at the 18. So we are at halftime. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
To throw again on second down. Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
7 yards to pick up there. 2nd down and 3. Wilson dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Carson, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Now it's Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So that one will be accepted. So 4th down, Wilson goes to the sidelines, and on comes Jason Myers for the field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Myers' kick is good, and that will swell the lead to 16. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And running with power here.
It's a series that began 83 years ago, back when it was the Cleveland Rams. Can the Giants get their 8th win in the last 10 against L.A.? Find out next on EA Sports.
Take it in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Now Jones.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. On 1st down, Stafford here. On the move to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 67 yards.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
From the 50 at Stafford.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that third down, keeping the play. And he fires one that's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. That's complete to Tony. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try and make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
Throwing on first down, Jones. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Matthew Stafford and the rest of the Rams offense set to take over once more. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started to tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown.
Down now on the year, and the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On second down, here's Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Rams to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Stafford. Sliding out of the pocket. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
Let's go.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big connection on that one, 36 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, Jones. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Staying on his feet. Jones hit, and the ball's out. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. Stafford on first down.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a first down throw. Stafford eluding the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Jones now throwing on first down.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Jones on first down, finding some room at midfield, and finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone.
That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation,
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So we've come to half. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy's stone-faced wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Smith. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, and they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
On first down, it's Stafford. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Azeez Ojulari
brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford rolling to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford.
Rolling to his left.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They snap it to Stafford.
Stafford for the third time is intercepted.
Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. LA set to take over again on offense.
Stafford here coming off his pick 6.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they're going to speed things up here. first and 10. Stafford out to his left. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Stafford. They'll roll him out right.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. First and 10, down at the 31.
On the give, this is Akers.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
They'll look to run with Akers.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded right around the 8.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another first and 10 here. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be a second down. Now Jones.
Open man right side is Tony.
The Giants were able to trade back with Chicago and still land speedster Kadarius Toney with a 20th overall pick. This young flash out of Florida should help a Giants offense that was 31st in the NFL last year. And young quarterback Daniel Jones, he needs a target who can move the ball downfield. Toney excels at making guys miss in the open field, has a great change of pace, and picks up a first down with that catch.
On second down, Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll run it again with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Gano's kick is good, and that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Escaping the pressure right. It's caught by OBJ. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Play action, Stafford. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another.
Let's go! After review of the play, the rules on the field is reversed.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
They'll run on first down. Akers, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Going right back to Akers.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
They'll run this with Akers.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think